Oh, the slope. The slope is crazy. Say the thing. You say it again. He missed the whole thing. Man. So just a heads up. So your mics are muted, but we are streaming, but they can't hear you. So continue. But woof, 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 woof. Integrity.
To Laura in the side acted. Anyway, I can't leave it to them. I seen how got Anton's pop kill. I seen how Anton got.
All right. Now we talking about.
I'm talking about D&D.
I know we talking about lore.
Yeah,
but no.
The mics are hot.
So,
all right.
Hold on, no. Take a mic.
No.
I'm not reviewing the mics.
This will never turn them off.
Okay, no, it's muted. Say your thing and I'll mute it. Oh God. Okay, I'm now gonna hit unmute. Woof. All right, Greg, you in here? I see you're muted. Okay.
Happy Sunday, folks.
Woof. Good morning once, good morning twice. Good morning enough time to get things right. This is session episode 73 of World Breakers Campaign as we rejoin the Ugai on 10th day, Kissed the 40th. The Ugai went out for a very simple shopping episode, which was supposed to be a trip that turned to an episode. They went shopping in the high ritzy area and got upset with a stuffy shopkeep, though they did purchase things from him, as these things do go. Then they made their way down to And Another Thing, where Slyrak is the spokesperson and has an embroidered cloak that has a logo on it. The shopkeep, Excellence, Virtue name, was excited to see him, ended up creating a very quick minor image hologram for the shop of Slyrak, boasting about the success of becoming disc champions in Crackhammer. Invited the entire group in. There were some purchases made, some haggling, some discounts given, some Philly packs handed out, and at the end of the day, some spice shared. Philly was able to share his special Philly pack method of doing spice, which was named by Excellence as the Honey Bee Way. Most of the group decided to indulge in spice. On the spice, you were able to see some of the adornments of Excellence in the spice ethereal plane vision, as it were. And Katzer was able to see some kind of claw hand thing over the head of her cousin, Philly. She was only able to see it after making a few dice rolls for perception. She ended up walking over to it to get a closer look, and then eventually brought him over to a mirror to see if he could see it as well. He could not, but Catra did see a second hand claw kind of tapping on her shoulder. She spoke to it, asking it what it needed, more or less. At which point, there was a searing pain that she experienced, clasping her hands over her ears before passing out on the ground. In addition, Slyrak made a completely harmless D100 dice roll, of which he rolled extremely low. But that is the long and the short of the main things that happened. Questions, comments, concerns, or reminders? Ladies and gentlemen.
Did we have some type of discount or something? Like, what little thing did we work out with the and another thing, guys?
Trading Philly pack for the staff that Philly got. Putting some things not on order, but to look out for. One was finding another flaming sword. One was finding some crazy super staff that he suggested would only be in Veritas, most likely. And you already have a pretty large discount in this store, as you were able to acquire a +2 breastplate for dirt cheap.
Was it that he would flip stuff to the side for us to look at as well?
Yes, he would keep an eye out for. It was kind of unclear what you guys wanted. I assume it's high-level magical objects is kind of what you want, kind of put to the side as best as possible. So what that would end up being is that when you do come to the shore, there will be a higher number of premium items here. A few housekeeping things before we get started. Fino, you did want to leave the shop. Would you like to have done that? I didn't mean to lock you in the room. Is your first
Nope,
instinct
lock
to leave
me in.
when
Now I'm here.
Are you sure? Because you cannot be in this room if you don't want to be while they're doing spice.
No, I'm okay. I was gonna do something last week, but that's fine. Like when you locked me in, I wasn't like upset or I was. Fino was upset. He was annoyed.
I do try not to take away player agency, but his thing was we're doing drugs, no one leaves, no one comes in.
No, that makes sense.
Spice is not street legal.
That makes sense. Like Fino just went back to his seat and just sighed and just sat there like, oh my gosh, like these fucking idiots.
You have a fun crew you joined. Okay, so we have a few, like I said, a few things to resolve. First, Manny, if you could please roll a d20 for me.
Who?
Manny.
All right.
Yeah, d20 from Manny.
Oh, again.
And we're going to add +2 to this roll.
AKA the man.
18.
Let's
go. Let's go.
18?
Starting off strong.
Is that +2 or that's a dice roll?
That's with the +2.
Okay. Now roll a... Oh. I'm regretting my setup already.
Don't you love that?
You're also not streaming FYI to us.
Oh, thank you. Let me put it up because I did make the room that I thought would never be important.
Oh no!
No, I mean the room's still. I was like, they'll never go in here. Why do I even need a place?
Say that.
And you guys always end up being places you shouldn't be for too long. So I made the shop. This is.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Oh, love it.
This is the shop with the all the pillows and stuff.
I will say I'm
Look at
walking
the
on
texture
top.
on the walls. I like it.
I don't want to lay down.
Well, Cats was laying down, even though it wasn't my choice. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Second dice roll. Please roll a d12 for me. I don't roll those often.
Right. A 3.
3. That's added. You rolled a 1 or you rolled a 3?
Oh no, sorry. So plus the 2 is gonna be 5.
Okay. Rolling that up to the nearest dice, that would be a d6. So, Katra falls to the ground, passed out, but her face is locked in a scream. Hands clutched to the ears. Katra, please give me a wisdom saving throw.
While this is happening, Fina rushes over to her.
Don't lie.
There's a few things that are going to happen instantly, so give me a moment.
Okay.
Hold on.
I mean, I'm not trying to intervene. I'm just saying,
No.
like, he just rushes over to his friend. Like, basically.
Hold on. My D&D Beyond, I didn't open it because I was panicking. Hold on.
Well, that's cool. It gives us time to change the music and find something a little more lively.
Wisdom. Oh shit. 19.
Put on Punjabi and
Okay.
see. Dun-ga-dun-ga-dun-ga-dun-ga-dun-ga-dun.
Give me I wish I had that. Give me history check with advantage.
All right. Anyway. Okay. History. 18.
Okay. So before you pass out, you are bombarded with what sounds like screams, yelling, whispers, all a cacophony of languages you can't make out. It's almost as if, I guess the equivalent would be being screamed at in Latin, spoken in 100 different dialects. You can piece together that is a language, but it's too far removed from anything you understand. It is too quick. It is too loud, and you can just hear pain, terror, and anger in whatever voice this is that you let in. In this moment of panic before you pass out, your mind drifts back to one of the more ancient customs of your Circle of Forest Druid tribe. There is a rumor, and it is discouraged to even talk about, of druids who reach the highest pinnacle of their craft end up developing an ability to hear the whispers of the world. It is rumored to be best described as a prime elemental language comprised of all the many elemental languages put together. But anyone who has been rumored to have ever discovered this language and this whisper has been driven mad and has disappeared from the tribes, and many of the lost artifacts you are searching for were taken by these people in their exodus. But as you pass out to the ground, unconscious, the lingering thought you have is simply this connects to something very deep and very ancient of your Druid people. And for some reason, it was grasping your cousin's head.
Sure.
Now, Slyrak passes out immediately,
The fuck?
Huh?
crashing to the ground before a gust of wind appears above him and whips him into the air ferociously as his eyes shoot forward, his limbs pull to the side as he spins faster and faster before slamming into the closed door.
What in The Exorcist?
As you
Exactly.
kinda, as you can see, he's grasping for breath he cannot get, as it seems like the air is being pulled faster and faster and faster from his lungs, to the point where some of you, I assume, will rush to help him, but there's a gust of wind kind of keeping you from him. In this bellows, there's just a slowly growing yell of anger, getting louder and louder as the wind whips faster and faster and faster as Slyrak is pulled away and slammed into the door repeatedly.
Am I still passed out?
Yes, you are. This is as you fall, then he falls, and this happens.
Oh,
This
God.
is happening in concert. Slyrak, give
Why
me
don't do drugs,
a
ladies and gentlemen?
Constitution saving throw, please.
On save.
A Connie save. Slavik has a Betty girl.
15.
15. Okay. So as you're slamming against this wall, you're able to kind of pull, grasp yourself away from whatever this is. As you fall slack to the ground, breathing heavier and heavier, there's a rumble as all the lights grow dim in the room. And you just hear on the wind, "You dare?" As it feels like all the wind is ripped from the room immediately. For a moment, everyone gasps, unable to breathe, before it comes back. And as it returns, I need a dexterity saving throw from everybody in the room. Casser, you fail yours automatically.
What the fuck is that?
What's it?
Dexterity.
Can you do it for me,
Yes, I'll do yours, Greg. Dexterity saving throw.
Add 2 to it because you're by me. So 11. Me. It's an 11.
Okay. Let me get Greg's.
So
Oh
if
my God.
Slyrak, the +2, that's a 19. No, it's 17.
That is an 8 on the dice, so a 10 for Philly. And let me roll 1 for excellence.
Hi, buddy.
Having the worst.
Whammy, 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 whammy.
He said, "Whammy, we gonna rob him."
All just the drugs, man. All
6
the
on the
drugs.
dice. Okay. So as the
We robbing him.
You're laughing now. As the wind returns to the room, Jerry, the marble you carry on the chain on your neck for Slyrak explodes,
Oh shit!
jettisoning all those stolen items at high speed through the room.
Oh my gosh.
No, hold on. Wait a second. The marble. Oh, the items in the marble. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. For a second.
Uh-huh.
The stolen items are in the bag of holding, which is inside the marble. So the bag of holding
Are
should
we in the
fly.
bag?
Yeah.
No. So
Well,
No,
basically,
they are not.
I didn't
How
think-
are he out of the bag? Because he wouldn't have been able to take them all in.
I wear the marble
had
on
me
a necklace. as
gripping them in
well.
his
No,
arms.
we had a bag of holding separate from the haversack.
Yes,
So,
Yeah.
Slyrak, did you keep him in the bag of holding?
I did not.
What the fuck?
So where's the bag of
So
holding?
Slyrak was extremely inspired by that little love shack that we went to. So he made the inside of the marble look like that, and he had all the items like stationed around like statues.
Oh my
and,
gosh. Okay.
trophies and shit.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it. Fashion for the win. So yes, this marble on your necklace explodes, jettisoning all of the objects at high velocity. And thanks to that very awesome roll top of the session, there's going to be 20d6 of damage.
On who?
Each person?
Those who failed, those who say, I think
Bro.
Philo
failed?
can skip all of this entirely, if I'm not mistaken.
Who failed?
Well,
I'm
the 18
going to die.
was with the +2.
Correct. Oh, it was with plus 2. I'm sorry. So 18.
Yes.
Let me take 2 of these off.
Alright,
Okay.
You
Well,
said
no, so
20d6?
18d6. You're not going to die, Casper, because it only counts as 1 death fail. Well, we'll see how this goes. I don't think anyone's going to die in this moment. Not for, your friend's
Be around
choices.
like 30 some.
We'll see.
Dickheads.
A lot of ones.
Dickheads decide to do drugs.
I feel like that's not exactly the problem here.
Nope, it's drugs.
Drugs.
drugs. You hear this, guys? Don't do drugs, kids.
Okay.
Seeing
So,
that this is our first sample size of this campaign, he's kind of right.
Fino, you have to damage to 30. Can you avoid all damage? I'm not sure what level rogue you are. If you have,
Yeah. Oh yeah, evasive. Yeah, I got all that kind of thing. So yeah, I don't need to.
so
be
yeah,
touched.
so you take none of it. You're able to, matrix dive all these projectiles. Jerry, you take 60 points of damage. Philly, you take 60 points of damage. Cat, so you take 60 points of damage. And Excellence takes 60 points of damage.
Oh, wait. No. Wait,
Did
was
we
I?
just kill Excellence?
Did you never gave me like any damage number for when I passed out? Was there supposed to be, or was that you just doing for it? No,
No, you passed out without dropping to 0 hit points. You were just knocked unconscious.
Got
So
you.
you didn't lose any hit points from that.
Got you.
I believe everyone has more than 60 hit points. Does someone not? Is someone down?
Philly doesn't. No, I'm playing around. Philly probably strong as shit.
Philly has
The way Greg-
93. He has 93 hit points.
That's what I'm saying. The way Greg built his characters, Philly's strong as shit.
Damn, how much constitution he have? Woo.
Greg built his characters for hits.
Philly's high.
He does actually.
Why is he playing the back then?
Because
Right.
he's not a spellcaster.
He doesn't
He
take
hates
any
us.
hit.
Because he hates
He's
us.
right there with Solara.
He
I mean,
no.
It was Laura. Damn,
So-
so you can't pay.
Anyways,
You're right.
the
That's what I'm
magical
way better.
items are scattered across the room. Excellence is, I think, the only one he had down besides Catcher, who's unconscious.
Fino says, fuck these guys. He starts collecting the items.
No, seriously.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah, Jerry is
What
filling up the
happened-
haversack.
I'm just thinking about what happened with the with my vice. Like I've never had this reaction before. Was it late?
Can you
Slyrak,
see this?
so very last thing before we hop into the on the table. Slyrak, as you're pelted by all these weapons and the shards of the marble as well, you just hear echoing in your ear, "Trust me, it was for the best," as you pass out as well.
Okay.
So Slyrak is passed out by the door, Catcher is passed out by the mirror, Excellence is bleeding out. What would you all like to do? Jerry, you're high. Philo, Philly, you're high.
I would like to utilize excellence first.
I just want to buy some stuff, but then I got high.
You're doing what with Excellence?
I want to stabilize him.
Okay. Do you have a medicine kit or any ability to do this, or you're just trying to roll for it?
Oh, let me say, hold on. Let's see if I have anything ready for this. Inventory, thank you. No, it's a proficiency in training. There you go. Got a poisoner's kit.
Jerry sees thinking and gets a little worried. Says, "You know what? I think I got this." And once again, he's high, so he probably shouldn't be doing this. But he just walks up and
I say, stop. Jerry, stabilize him first. I want to get all of our stuff, and I do not want him seeing it. So let's just stabilize him before we bring him back to consciousness.
That'll be a
I
medicine
rushed to,
check. Go ahead.
I rushed to my cousin to figure out like what's going on with her.
Okay. Anyone who wants to try to stabilize?
And I try to stabilize her, yeah.
Okay. No, anyone who wants to stabilize Excellence, give me a medicine check. If you do lay on hands, you're going to bring them back up to consciousness.
I have a +2.
So lamb hands isn't gonna. Okay.
He'll wake up with lay on hands. And Philly,
We
give me a
don't
medicine
want
check for
that.
your cousin as well.
All right, I'll stabilize him.
Okay.
Hopefully this works.
And
You said
as
medicine
a-
or
Yeah.
What about
Medicine.
wings? Wake him up.
anything that gets the hit points
I
back.
already did it. While you were thinking, Fino did it.
Yeah, Fido runs up, takes out some bandages, quickly stops all the wounds and the bleedings, and he is no longer at risk of dying from this. He is
And I look up
just
at Jerry and I
unconscious.
say, the time is to act quick. And I run over to Slyrak and fucking shove a potion down his throat.
right?
14. Your cousin is breathing very heavily, very labored. She does have some piercing because she took 60 points of damage. So she took a lot of the brunt of those items being jettisoned. But she...
I yell at Philly, bring her back now!
I'm curing her.
She's not sick. She
So-
got shot.
So you cure wounds. Wounds are closed, but she does not wake up. What are we doing with Fina?
How much got healed?
Wake up.
10. So there we go.
So,
Slyrak,
you know,
you
he-
gave him a potion.
Yeah, I gave Slyrak a potion. And then I'm going to go collecting shit.
Okay. Slyrak, give me a wisdom saving throw. And Catcher, give me a wisdom saving throw.
23.
16.
Catcher, very slowly you claw your way back to consciousness, though your head is still swimming, and your hearing is kind of funny because you can still hear the echoes of that voice. Slyrak, 16. You slowly come back as well, but everything is just spinning at the moment for you.
Shit.
Fino, give me an investigation check as you run around the room trying to reclaim your stuff.
Give me back my shit! I'm like OG in this bitch.
Shit.
Slowly get up.
With my past thing.
And then,
You know.
am I still high when I woke up?
Yeah, you're still on.
I want to look around. And my cousin definitely, and then just look around the room. First of all, because I woke up like I got fucking beat up. So I definitely just want to take a look around at everybody and see what's going on.
Okay.
You do ask her what happened. Like you were knocked out before the stuff started flying.
I look at my
Cassida is
cousin,
really from Kensington.
I look at my cousin and say, Philadelphia, what the fuck was that?
It was space.
Government men love
I
it.
stopped. Brian, in the middle of looking for stuff, this is why I wrote so low. I stopped in Philadelphia. Is that your name?
Cassida of Kensington. You didn't know?
Oh, don't give her that.
Absolutely
That's
not.
for Kensington?
Absolutely
I'm
the fuck
done. Yo,
not.
what the fuck?
I
No,
will
no.
not.
We will not give that to her unless she wants it, but I think Philadelphia
not.
will stick.
That's for Kensington. That's your nickname.
That,
though.
no, it better not.
No,
outside
no, no.
gate. Above
Outside,
table,
I'm stabbing
above table's
everybody
fine.
in
Leave it
real
like-
life.
above table is your nickname.
In real life, I'm stabbing everybody who calling me that name.
Yeah, Philly.
So yeah, it will take you about 15, 20 minutes to get all the stuff that was jettisoned across the room. Fino.
I like pull my cousin down to like close to me and say,
Yep.
we will need to talk.
Okay.
Has the claw done anything over his hand, or is it the same place it was?
Same place it was.
And I'm putting this stuff all back into the bag of holding, and I'm carrying it, and I look at Slyrak.
Well, I feel like you'd get that bag from Slyrak because he would have it.
Why would he have it? It would be inside.
The bag was in the marble too.
Oh,
Yeah,
the bag was in the marble too?
yeah.
Oh,
I left
man.
everything in
With a 14, you have not found that bag of holding.
Okay, can I look again? Like, I'm going back to look. I'm not stopping until I find all my shit. I don't care how long this dude is out.
See, you know, holding this stuff.
Roll again.
Are you in my marble?
I look at him and say, "This should have been in the bag of holding. No one's in your marble."
I look more around the room. How did it? Where's my marble?
So do up,
Jerry.
Slyrak. You got fucked up because of it. That's why you don't remember shit right now. You just almost died.
For
You
16,
took Cassida for what it's worth.
Now I'm just looking for one thing because I got everything else right.
Mhm. It'll take you about another 20 minutes, so you don't have long until Axelos will simply wake up from having a short rest. Essentially.
It's fine.
So,
I
I
guess
guess
let's-
how much does Slyrak know about what just happened to him?
What just happened? The voice is burned into your memory. The anger, the sense of betrayal, and
Okay.
what you feel like the attempt to take your life.
Gotcha. All right.
And the second
Good,
voice
Jerry.
is also still fresh in your mind. That sound remarkably like your own.
Turn to Jerry. Oh, it's really gone.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's really gone.
From everything that happened, is there the pillow that has already been damaged?
There's a lot of damaged pillows, yeah.
I take my sword out and I strike one of the pillows.
Mm-hmm.
There is usually thunder damage attached when I make an attack.
No thunder damage.
This time there isn't.
Jerry visibly puts his head down in shame.
Not entirely sure what happened. I can say for sure. I no longer have the genie with me.
Oh.
He is very happy about it.
So he's very happy.
Very
I'm
unhappy.
happy.
Oh, unhappy.
And with that context, you all
I
do
feel-
recall hearing the voice yell in this room.
What did he
during
go?
that moment. It was just a scream of anger as the wind got wilder and wilder and all the air was sucked out the room momentarily.
Oh, you got an air genie. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. What? Huh. Did that have to do with the staff?
The marble was a gift from him.
No, we never lied to each other.
I know, but no,
didn't
no.
break
I'm
any.
saying like, but him being bound by like separate rules would that affect? I don't know. What?
He fought
Why?
that I'm still figuring out. But we fought alongside him. We were much less experienced. Him being angry with me isn't the problem I'm concerned about. Without the marble, I can no longer uphold my responsibilities to my captor. He will know I am gone.
I what's it
Oh.
called? Hold on, Brian. Can I roll a Arcana check to see what I know about the genie and etc. Like genies and
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
okay.
And Pax, you can roll with advantage.
Okay.
Can I roll one as well? Just from having rolled them for
Yeah.
this one?
Can I see if I look at Slyrax with the spice like this? Can I see anything on him or anything? Like,
So, technically, depending on how hard she looks, I have a cork that could come into play.
Mhm.
The cork is only in certain lights. I look a certain way.
In that case, as you look at him, you see kind of projected, in the spice vision, of course, projected above him a much older looking Slyrak. That's kind of the best. It
Or
looks
is-
like in a protective manner.
My cork is a certain light. I look that age.
Yeah, in the Spice Vision, it's just it's there.
Hmm.
That's interesting. That's hella interesting.
Um,
So I put this shit back in the bag of holding, and I put that shit on my hip. And I say, I look at Slyrak. I say, I understand that you have been through a lot, but how this stuff was slopped around in your marble, I do not understand. I said, we cannot keep it with you anymore.
That's because you didn't get to see it.
I didn't get to see what.
How it was arranged.
Are you fucking
I
kidding?
wasn't able to take you in yet.
Are you fucking
marble.
kidding me? You think this is some kind of museum? You're just holding it around in there. You know what? This is not the time
Not
for that.
pretend to understand the marble and how it works.
Feng Shui.
This was never supposed to happen.
Do I-
know you could have predicted this.
I have a 19. What do I understand about the marble, Brian? Do I know? Because I have Midas, so I understand a little bit about that from my perspective. But what is Pheno?
Yeah, from your Pheno, even with the 19, still would not know a lot about genie packs and the items they bestow upon their warlocks, as it were. You are aware of warlocks and their pacts to their greater bestowers. You do have some knowledge of genies in general and the ebb and flows of their personalities, their anger being the most common trait amongst genies. Generally speaking, it's nigh impossible to willingly break a pact. There's rumors of it happening, but typically that's only happened when a greater force interceded. Outside of some outside force interceding, the warlock has no ability to do that themselves. So you would know that this isn't something that Slyrak just chose to do.
Okay. You have broken your pact. How have you broken your pact?
I'll kind of like extend my arms and look at them and like clench my fist. I believe it has been replaced.
So are you not a warlock anymore?
No, I am. I'm drawing my power from something else.
Can you not
Someone
just
else.
remake
Someone else?
someone else? Interesting.
Care to explain?
I think there's a lot
As soon
already,
as I
guys.
figure it out, I will. This moment, I'm not sure that I could.
I start cleaning up the shop, like sweeping.
And excellence is beginning to come too, as it's almost been an hour. If you'd like to quickly clean, just give me a, we'll call it dexterity saving throw? Or just a dexterity check, we'll call it.
Nice.
I say, hey, we could either clean up or we could lay down and let him be the first person to quit. And I do air quotes. Wake up.
Is the group cleaning, or we had 23? Group's
Pancer's
cleaning.
not like Pancer's just sitting there, kind of still in the daze a bit.
Okay. Pheno,
I'm just
23
saying
is
it-
great. with an oddly practiced hand, we'll call it the wisdom of age. Pheno quickly starts going around and straightening things up. Nothing you can do about the holes in the wall. But outside of that, it wasn't the cleanest shop previously, so it's more just kind of putting it back in the organized chaos it used to be.
That's what I want to do. That's good enough for me.
There is a
I'm just
shattered
saying.
mirror. Nothing to do about that.
When he wakes up, there's going to be things missing. If he wakes up and we're all awake, we're going to be the first suspects. If he's the first one awake and he has to wake us up, maybe
How-
he'll just think we're victims.
How is shit missing?
What is missing?
Wait, he didn't do shit when he passed out?
No, we did.
Oh,
No, bro.
we
Not
killed
stealing
him.
anything.
We won't.
I was
And he
willing-
wakes up. And he wakes up right there. No opportunity to
Sly
make a
Rex
choice
boy.
now.
I would have spoken from somebody else, not Slyrex boy.
As he
Sitting there
kind of
high.
We're talking about the beginning. I'm sorry. No.
as he
I
gets
didn't
up
realize
and
we were from the beginning.
rubs his head, he says, "Oh boy, Philly, I have to tell you, I will not be selling any of that, even though we decided we weren't going to." But
I am forever sorry for that. I have never had that experience.
I said,
So I sat here
I said,
creating.
no.
I sat here
You were
creating
fucking high,
topics
too.
for you. Excuse me. From
He
the
started
staff
punching
that-
holes in his walls, Feely. He punched
I did
fucking
what?
holes in his walls. Look at this.
Don't give me that.
Watch you all go crazy.
Jerry gasps.
Going to his flowers. He presents some
In
more
my
topics.
head, I say to Philly, listen, we not going down for this, all right? He punched
Roll.
holes in his own walls.
roll deception.
Which I will say, which we will cover.
Hmm.
There's my deception.
Hmm.
I will cover.
Hey, let's go.
Natural 20.
Wow.
That's great. That's great. He kind of looks at the damage to the shop. Oh my goodness! I have only ever had good trips on the spice. I've heard stories. And he'll look at his hands, which are not damaged. The strength of spice. My God. And
Think about that as you market.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
and he will kind of get up and sit back down in a little like conversation nook and simply shake his head because he is also still high. I have never known Spice to do such things. It must be with the flowers in the mix.
I apologize for that. I'm a little stronger than I intended. But don't worry, I will beautify your shop. And Philly begins to create flowers out the staff and just putting them in all the holes.
He just kind of talk to himself. Float like the butterfly, sting like the bee. He says,
Most
I,
pollinated.
What the fuck?
I do not mean to do your drugs and kick you out, but I need to sit with this for a moment. If you wouldn't mind, do you think I am insanely embarrassed? I am so sorry to have been such a violent drunk. Or Spice's head. It's not in my nature, I did not think.
Before we leave, I say, yes. We had to pick you up, even though your hands are not damaged. We healed you. Keep a lookout for an invisibility cloak for me, will you? Please.
Kind of rubs his head. Yes, not to be seen, I understand. And he presses the button to unlock the doors.
It's a good thing.
On the way out, Jerry says, make that too.
What? Two? You? What?
Of all
You?
people, to what one?
Look at this clown, man. I hate this dude. I look at Jerry and just stare at him. Just with a fucking blank ass face after he says that shit.
Jerry looks back at him with a straight face and says, what?
All right, I just walk out. Fuck that.
Ryan, to confirm, when I looked at like everybody else, I didn't see anything else on anyone like in Spiceland.
No, I think in Spiceland it would have just been Slyrak because he had something outside of, before the older Slyrak massage around him.
Nothing about the death of Fino?
Fino in the dust, no, I don't know that deaths leave any spice.
Okay, cool.
Well, it's an interesting
Wait,
concept.
well,
Can I say one thing above board?
Yes.
Never mind.
Okay. I'm going to say no. At the moment, spice, death does not leave any spice trace to be seen.
okay.
Cool concept, but I would need some time to think
Not a
about it.
regular death. That's cool.
So you all make your way out of the shop.
I know there's nothing wrong with me.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to say. The reason why I want an invisibility cloak is just to have like an emergency. Hey, you ended up next to Jerry on a mission. Put this on.
Oh,
I
okay.
just want to be able to have that in the haversack.
Gotcha.
You guys are so greedy. You guys make your
I'm
way out.
considerate. Fuck you.
And another thing, there's some gasp as you all come out, bloodied and bruised. You look like you just got into an insane fucking fight. As it stands, the only one who has been healed is Slyok with potion and Katzer with some healing. You guys feel like you got beat to shit.
The Sonic, you looking pretty ugly too. I only gave you 2d4 plus 2 as just a regular healer potion.
Yeah,
I never
you guys
rolled the
all
side.
look like you got beat to shit.
I could really use a nap.
So you got 8. You got 8 healing.
Not long. An hour.
Yeah, about that. I could take it a little bit more than that. Maybe
Let's
8.
just go for a long rest. That
Yeah,
could-
I could do 8 to 10, maybe 16.
maybe 16. You know.
We went to the store and it feels like we just got out of the capstone.
And I say, Philly, I'm sorry for having him think that your Spice did this, but I could not have him understand what the reality was.
Feely looks at him in the face and says, I will get to the bottom of what caused this, but don't you ever besmirch any of my drugs ever again.
I
Jerry
do
says
most
under his breath.
grateful that you took the blame for that.
Fucking drug dealer.
Rest assured. Thanks to our new
Jerry-
oath. Whenever I figure this out, you all will know too.
I'll figure it out. No, I'm going to figure this out.
And then Philly looks
It
at
would have never been a problem if Fina would have never ran his mouth.
Feely looks at Katra and says, cousin, I would love to talk to you when I sober up a bit.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So you all take the long walk back home. The crowds are kind of splitting for you. There's lots of whispers, lots of confusion. As you get back up to the upper regions.
When we're walking through, I'm like, you see who won? Like, Fino's no scratches on him. You see who won? You see who won?
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
So
he was
the whole way
without
back-
scratches.
Jerry wants to be spreading a whole disinformation campaign.
Oh god.
So what are you saying, Jared?
I didn't think about this.
Oh my God! What? What's the difference?
We'll put a pin in that then, as you all make your way back.
Somebody help me.
What is the goal? That's the question.
You guys are still very well respected in town. You don't really need to add anything extra if you don't want to.
Okay.
So yeah, while we're making it back, I was like, I whipped their asses. I whipped their all their asses.
No.
Roll deception.
I am the winner of the Ugai. All right, I'll roll it. One more time for the fine time. No, it's terrible.
No, say what it was.
Going for it.
Say what it was.
Not going for it.
What was the roll?
Well, we can't see the roll. You said.
It's an 8. It's an
Oh,
8.
sorry.
Because Brian's got the thing up. It's an 8.
An 8. So as you're saying, there's people kind of shaking their heads and say, "Oh man, they must have all taken a blow to the head. He's just jabbering about nonsense." Who am I missing? Oh, the one jabbering about nonsense. There we go.
Can't bring him. You can't touch this.
Okay. So you all make it back to your abode. I take it you're going to your rooms for a short and or long rest.
Long rest.
Is it?
Yeah.
Say what?
What time is it?
Well, actually, now that I think about it, you all
Time to go to sleep.
that you started the day in Craghammer. You went to the Hall of Oaths. Then you went here. Then you went shopping. So
Good night.
there's a time difference. I don't have it in front of me. We'll say it's late afternoon, just for it to be fine. Late afternoon is what we're gonna call it.
Early bedtime. Good night.
Okay. So you all call it a night. That's a hilarious way to round out the month. Let me get my date changed.
I'll be long resting myself.
Yeah, everyone hit that long rest button.
Y'all killing me, yo.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Welcome to
Exactly.
first day. It is Memor the First.
Memoir?
Mm-hmm. That's the
Okay,
new
I
month.
like that name. Memoir.
Is it a holiday?
No, it's the first day of the month.
The first thing I thought about when I heard that was
First
Mehmet
day on the
Okur,
holiday?
NBA player.
It is
Throwback.
Ooh, Metacore. Good pull.
Okay. You all eventually come awake. Was there anything that anyone wanted to do before going to sleep or when you wake up in the privacy of your rooms?
Is anybody reading?
Yes. So
Alright.
I'm gonna sleep first, but after I get up, I'm gonna probably spend the majority of the next day in self-contemplation / reading the book.
Okay.
Nothing that impacts the game really, but Feely's just examining the spice with a magnifying glass.
Give me nature check with advantage.
You really examined it? That's hilarious.
I mean, wouldn't you?
What's wrong with my shit?
23. Love it. Oh, natural
No,
20
that's
for
20.
a 23.
Yes, beautiful. 25, baby.
So as you go full Breaking Bad chemist set and start going through the fine grains of the spice, taking small doses to kind of see if anything's different, it's fine. It's perfect. It's some of the best spice you've ever acquired.
All right, so the next thing, go ahead, keep talking.
I would say nothing about the spice should have made anything that happened happen.
So the next thing I do is examine the staff. I create a poppy flower from it, and I examine that.
Oh boy. Regular natural flower. We use natural 20. It is a regular, naturally, magically created, but completely natural flower.
Now I'm just ready to talk to my cousin in the morning.
Okay.
Good night.
All right, so since all that happened, since Vino doesn't really sleep, he's gonna kind of take sentry duty and stand sit there at the front
Okay.
and just kind of rest. Just 4 hours too.
After a few hours, Topher does come down and say, "Hey there, boss. You don't gotta watch. It's pretty nice town."
Yes, I understand, but some things that were strange happened today, and I'm making sure the rest of them stay here until they finish their rest.
No, that's fine. I take it you won the fight. You didn't have any bruises.
I had to beat them up a little bit. We train, we practice. I had to rough them up a little bit so they understand.
No, I understand. That happens with my crew sometimes too. I don't like to get physical with them, but sometimes you gotta just woof woof.
That's what I'm talking. That's my boy. That's my boy, Topher.
It was like 10. What are you talking about?
Nah, he's aggressive. He's a tiefling too. Fino has a little affection.
No, it's just a token. He's not a tiefling.
Oh, okay. I thought. Oh, what is he? He's a human.
Just a human. Mhm.
Okay. So, hey, I don't care. So yeah. Exactly.
Well, all right, boss. If you're gonna be down here, I'll get some more Z's. I'll be up in the morning to open up shop. You guys do have some messages, and I should have some information about the Lestrian Earmark Craghammer edition. I got some people on it.
So I'm ruffling through the messages and everything after my rest. It's only 4 hours, so I'll be up 4 hours before the rest of the crew. So I'm just gonna ruffle through things, check on things, kind of get everything together.
he kind of says,
Drink my coffee.
I have kind of an organization system. If you could just like, no, it's fine. You own this stuff. It's fine. It's fine.
I will put it back where I found it.
I'm sure you'll try. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to sleep. It's gonna rush off.
I squint my eyes when he walks away. Squint my eyes staring at him.
Roll
That's the
investigation as you try to get through his system to find if
Okay.
it's important
I
here.
said, I guess, I mean, if you want to be a good boss, you have to let experts do what they're experts at. Maybe I shouldn't mess with his stuff. Well,
Are you
fuck
going
it.
to?
Yes.
13. The system doesn't make sense. It seems to. It has a weird kind of a code, so you can't just walk in and understand everything.
Gotcha.
Some things are placed a little higher on the desk, and some things a little lower. A lot of it's written in shorthand. The one thing you can decipher, there seems to be a meeting book to show who has stopped by. All of the guilds have come back through at least 2 times. And he just wrote little notes of trying to entice new offers on deals, new jobs, and one is simply checking if rest of party learned magic yet.
Interesting.
Oh, that's right, because the one wanted arcane users only.
Yes.
So I say, blasted. I say, fucking new generation with their new, and he's talking like he's like an older person that doesn't understand computers and everything yet. He's like, blasted. This new generation with their new styles. There's nothing wrong with the notebook back in my day.
And there's also a note of, let me roll a dice and see.
No.
Seven people have stopped by since you've been gone, looking for work, to be hired for different things, to maybe join the guild, as guilds usually take on new members. But they've all been turned away. But he has seemed to collect information about them to find them if you're interested in that. But at least 7 folks have come to join to see if they can join the Ugai.
I'm interested in looking at these resumes. Maybe they can help plant some trees.
So you'll have to wait till the morning to plant some trees.
Right.
You'll have to wait till that information is shared. But
Greg just fucking use them like interns and shit.
Out there planting
We're
trees.
not going to call it hazing, but they have to earn their keep.
probation is the word you're looking for. Eventually, if you want, you all can come down for breakfast. Slyrak, you catch your reflection a few times before and after sleep, and a few times you do see that older look about you. It's out the side of your eye once or twice.
So, I don't go downstairs right when I get up. Looking at myself a couple times in the mirror. I go straight back to the book. That's what I was doing when this happened. Lock the door. I read for like 4 hours.
Okay. You all did go to bed early, so you all going to come down different times anyways, I do believe. Once the sun is up and the group does assemble eventually, what would you all like to do? Or are there any conversations you'd like to have before the group comes together as a whole?
Can I talk to my phone?
Okay.
I'm so eager to have this conversation. Catcher gets a knock on her door. Cousin, are you awake?
Yes.
I answer. So what happened while we were spiced up?
Do you recall I asked if you could see the handle in your head?
Yeah. It wouldn't be anything that I forgot, right, Brian?
No, you remember that.
All right. Yeah, I recall. I don't know why you asked that. Were you seeing things?
Well, that's it.
You are aware, Billy, that you can see things in spice with spice.
Was it a? Was it a? Was it a like? Did it look like it was like a evil hand, or was it protecting me? What is this?
Man, he's about to have a cookout with this gaslighting.
It was right. Well, we'll say this. One, it looked like it was trying to grab your head in a very unpleasant way. Two, I passed out after mentioning it, so we can ascertain that this is not a friendly hand. That being said, have you ever heard voices of the earth, world, celestial?
When I hear voices, I don't know where the voices come from. Have a seat. Are you sitting? She's sitting. Okay, I'll sit. Because, please keep this between us for now. There was a moment while we were in that first dungeon with this group. Well, that was a dungeon, right, Brian?
Capstone?
The capstone.
Mm-hmm.
There was a moment in the capstone where I explained everything to her. I was told to, and Brian, if I get this wrong, fill me in, help me out.
Okay.
Where I was given the chance to help the group out to get this out the capstone or a specific room in the capstone quicker. I took the help, but with that help, ever since that time, I've been hearing voices, asking me to do certain things, and it doesn't seem like they're bad things. One time it was healing one of you group members quicker than what y'all could have been healed. But it definitely feels like an ominous presence. There was there's also that druid witch locked in the basement. She's been trying to get me to utilize its power to. What else you want me to use its power for, Brian?
Her?
She wants me to use the brush power.
She just wants you to use it more. She knows you're being offered power and wants you to start using it so you can understand what it's trying to tell you the way she can currently understand it.
Yeah, so what he said. But I've been I have been reluctant up until this point, just because it doesn't feel like a positive source. It feels like it's trying to use me. But for what ends and what means, I do not know for sure.
Was this before or after you saw the visions of the world burning?
This was after. The visions of the world came from Spice, and that's a whole nother Spice story.
Mm.
Am I in a different room now?
Yeah.
Yes, you are at the moment.
Okay, cool. I'm going to, while they're talking, I'm going to put on the boots of Elvenkai and attune to the amulet of a location thing. Non-detect.
Okay, no problem.
What, Brian? From what I know about this, like the Whispers of the World thing, do people have to like? From what I've heard about it, do people actively like seek it? Is it like the state of enlightenment, or does it just happen to them?
From the rumors, because it is more,
Oh,
it's more in the dangerous myth side of things than the factual statements. It is all, if it is told, it's told as a boogeyman story of what not to do once you gain great power in the Druidic arts. From those stories, though, it does not seem like people have sought it out. It seems that a select few amongst the most powerful eldest druids begin to hear it. As almost it is drawn to that power and understanding.
I say, I'm concerned for you.
Well, then I am too. I've been holding this entire time.
But Castro, you would be aware that in those stories, because you did roll pretty well, it is always said that the voice cannot be understood at first. It takes deciphering and study to even glimpse what's trying to be told to you. And most people go crazy because they can never decipher the language.
Oh, okay. So then I ask, did the voice come to you suddenly, or did you have to take time to understand it?
At this moment, it's been a feeling. I don't think it ever said anything to me outside of that druid, Brian, right?
When you first got in the capstone, it taught you.
Okay, yeah. So
And in the capstone, it asks simply for you to be open to another conversation later.
cousin, did it speak to you by any chance?
Yes, but I couldn't understand it at all. It was like I could feel with my primordial that it was some root in the elemental language, but it was too much. Just the assault of it, all my senses made me pass out.
Well,
But I think it is definitely tied. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the voice you hear if it's the same one.
yeah, I have not heard it since that time. Since that time, it's been feelings in my head. It's been that druid speaking to me.
That druid. Did you ever ask who it was?
The one that's locked in the basement.
Oh, that druid. Oh no. Did you ever ask the voice what it was?
No, so I haven't heard the voice since that moment.
Okay.
I mean, since that first moment in the capstone. The druid, and Brian, you can correct me if I'm wrong. It's been the druid telling me to use that power and instructing me what to do.
No. In those moments where I ask you, do you want this to work? It is simply a feeling you get that you can dive into some other power and make these things happen at a cost.
Yeah, okay, so we're saying
it's not the druid enticing you. It is whatever other power you now possess reaching forward and granting it to you.
But it's been a feeling, not it's not talking to me. Okay.
Correct. It's been a feeling that you could make this work, but it would bring you deeper into whatever this is.
Yeah, I'm kind of leery about that power, so I'm acting reluctant. But if it can help me if it can help me in the pinch to stop what is coming, maybe it's something I should.
I take his hand and say, listen. I've seen it, or piece of it over you. It is very close to grasping your mind. Do not. It is there. It is just there at the base of your head. Almost just barely grazing it. Do not give into it.
So, Brian, this is a question that I have for you, right?
Okay.
The spell hallucination, right? Hallucinatory terrain.
Terrain. Uh-huh.
Would that allow me to help my cousin see the vision that I saw of what's to come?
I mean,
at least how Alestra would look.
Sure. I mean, that minor illusion, major illusion. You could draw it.
Hold up. No, because this one...
hallucinatory terrain gives you 150 feet.
Yeah, you could really do it with hallucinatory terrain. It'd be pretty wild.
Do it.
Everybody else is going to be scared.
Put your leg up.
Right?
I think you have up to. You don't have to use the whole thing if you don't want to.
You can just do it in the room.
All right, yeah. So, but it does take 10 minutes. So what I say is,
are we on the same floor?
They are in their rooms. I'm not sure where their rooms are. You're downstairs.
Okay. So not everybody's together. It's just those two.
It's before they get together. Yeah, before the group all comes together.
if I have minor illusion,
I'm not going to go back in until I hear people downstairs talking.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So I do cast hallucinatory hallucinatory terrain, and I tell cousin it's going to take 10 minutes. But the only reason why I even think about it in a second is because of what you are about to see. Now, go get breakfast, come back in 10 minutes, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
No,
You can
I'll just sit
wait.
here.
He said, "Come back in 10 minutes."
10 minutes later.
Close my eyes.
Said, "Don't watch me do it. If you watch me, I'm
I
not
can't
as
do it if
good."
you're watching, right?
Exactly. He said, "Come back."
All right. So, and what you see is what I saw at the end of the world. What do we call it again? I lost my book. Where's my book at?
Woof, what did we call this?
Oh.
Not good. The bad, not good, really bad day. No, so what you see what I've described a few times, Katra, which is
Illustrated.
pretty much the crag hammer almost exploding out into the air, super volcano as it were. Multiple of these super volcanoes exploding because there's a lot of large mountains across the landscape of Alestia. All of those super volcanoes erupting, entire cities being wiped out almost instantly. The sky turning gray from all the volcanic ash, acid rain, tsunamis. It's end of days.
Now, do you understand why I might even think about using that power? If it can bring an end to this.
It might cost you your sanity in the process.
It might cost you owning up to burning down the forest.
Yeah, no.
What is it?
Ever.
Shut up! You're not in this room.
Not bad.
What?
But it comes to a point.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it just comes to a point. It might cost me who I am, but if it could save the world, is it not worth it?
But it doesn't look benevolent. Like, what is it really? What is the real intent here? Anyone can plant an image in your mind.
Ooh. So now you're calling me crazy.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm saying whatever put the image in your mind, or no, I'll say whatever is trying to grasp your mind does not look like it's doing so with good intention. And if the psycho who's trying to drown an entire city is telling you come with her, perhaps you should reconsider the driving force.
The what force?
Driving force.
I think you said the dragon force. I'm like, what? I mean, Negroes, what? People, what?
Ultimate Dragon Force now.
Yeah, so that's what I said.
Well, thank you for your counsel, cousin. For now, and keep this between us, I will greatly appreciate it. I will come out to the group about this voice.
Come on.
But for now, please keep it between us.
Can you do one thing?
What is that?
When the feeling comes to you, can you just let me know? I'm not necessarily going to try to sway you, but I'm just curious. I'd like to observe the situations in which it presents itself to you.
Feely just looks at her.
No? Okay. Cool. That's your choice.
Can I think about this, cousin?
Yeah. Brian, while he was casting though, can I have communed with nature?
Commune with nature?
Yeah.
What are we asking nature?
I want to see.
No, don't add books.
He's a well-studied kid.
He got 3 books in that. Philo still couldn't figure it out.
Well, I want to know, like, anywhere in like it's like a 3-mile radius or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 things. One, anywhere like nearby that might have influence from like another plane, and then anywhere where I guess like fault lines, but not really. So like basically to see like anywhere where like the shift or like raising might be triggered, like or on what X, like where the fault line for the city would be, for like a better term.
Okay. Do. Okay, so we are trying to
Figure out if it starts in California.
It definitely starts in California.
It always does.
It also never rains in California.
It never rains in Southern California.
It rains every time I go there.
It never rains in Southern
Based on how this episode started, I feel like Hotel California would be the appropriate song for our group. But
Hotel California was the song I was thinking about, and I was actually getting offended at the riff that Saidi was singing, but then I realized he was right. I was just thinking of the wrong song, but you redeemed it. So,
as far as influences from other planes, it exists.
it's a net
other
positive from that household.
And in the 3 mile radius, you don't get any pings from any other planes of existence
all right.
outside of the doorway to your world between worlds.
Oh. Wait, so that means somebody else will be able to sense that? Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you do get that vibe actually.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
What else were you trying to glean from this spell that's very specific?
If there are any like, you know what? Honestly, I feel like fault line really is like kind of what I'm going for, whether it be magical or otherwise. Because, like, for a city to rise, there has to be some sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Petition the DM.
I'm like singing, like to do this. I'm like standing at the window, with, like my hands like on the plants outside, just like rubbing leaves.
Just kind of giving a vast like,
No,
little,
I am not doing any such thing.
giving a little daredevil echolocation spreading out for 3 miles. There aren't any large concerning fault lines. You are very close to the giant walls that traverse all of Alestria. So there is, the barrier of land hitting a stone that shouldn't be there, and land hitting magic, and kind of a repulsion between nature and arcane a bit, a little bit of abrasion. But outside of that, you don't feel or locate any kind of fault line, the kind of cracks you're looking for.
Hold
Is there
on.
any verbal component to this? Because if so, I'd love to hear it.
What'd you say?
Is there any verbal component to this? Because if so, I would just love to hear it.
First of all, you're not there. Sexual.
Just as a listening audience.
There is.
I'm not going to get you commit to any verbiage at the moment.
I'll say it's less words than like a vocalization of like a nature sound.
That's what I figured. That's what I was.
What? Heart.
Oh, right.
That's what I was expecting.
So that's what you get.
Brian, when you say like a repulsion of like magic at the wall, there's like a magical barrier.
The wall is almost impervious to everything. There have been attempts to mine it, to break it, to do anything to it. It's never worked. So there is, as you kind of echo out, there is kind of like a just where nature and roots cannot penetrate.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But
right.
That's what you get. You guys have your conversation. Anything else before you had to join the group?
Cousin, I'll share with you. You have been nothing but supportive of me. When the voice comes, you'll have it.
I will say nothing. Just observing.
Grandma.
Okay.
That's
so
all.
the group makes its way eventually downstairs, and you all are together.
Are y'all first cousins?
Slyrak does not come downstairs.
I don't know if we ever.
I guess
Oh,
Jerry
okay.
probably is the first one down then.
Are y'all first cousins? I just want to know that.
Why?
Yes, for all intent and purposes, it's not. Unless you guys didn't want to be, I just assumed you were.
No, that's fine.
We not even blood.
You said what? You said we not even blood.
We
Your
can marry each
country
other.
cousins?
Oh yeah.
Y'all play cousins?
we
Oh,
don't
God. This is my play cousin.
that,
We're blood. We're
We're gonna
blood.
put a pin in this, and I guess we can revisit it.
We're blood. We're first cousins.
that's hilarious.
I mean, you can still marry each other.
No,
Because Alestria is
it's a
Alestria
it's
Bama.
a different lesson.
You guys live in the hills, man.
Listen and
I'm
we
not
don't
gonna.
judge.
I'm not gonna box you into your choices.
No, thank you. When I see Slyrak's not there, I'll say, Gerald, is he okay?
I guess what time is this? Because if I'm going to read for 4 hours, I wouldn't be coming down to like noon-ish. I don't know what time this is happening.
I would say it's around 11.
Like weeks. What'd you say?
So yeah, it would.
Around 11, I think.
And you guys would be down there for probably like at least an hour, where Slyrak wasn't there.
Well,
So-
after you guys all are gathered, if you're not doing anything immediately, Topher is going to come in and have some things to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at Topher when he comes in. Damn your blasted system.
It's a great system. You know, it's really just. I will say one thing you didn't notice, Fino, going through it. It is all written in Thieves' Cant.
Ooh.
Nice.
You know what? This stupid fuckery. You know, back in my day, we used to have books and notebooks, and we just all put them inside of a straight line, and we had them in alphabetical order. We had even a system for it. Sometimes we had a Dewey Decimal System. That's all we need.
Listen. I understand, but you know, in this day and age, it's best to have a system on top of a system under a system. You know, you need 3 layers of protection. Me and my friends call it encryption, but it's just something that you kind of want to take extra care of your information.
I look to both sides. This doesn't make any sense. Not even a word.
I understand it perfectly. Which I would understand. Thinking about the background.
Actually, Indiana Jones would.
I say very smart. Very smart.
And I look at Cancer just confused. Fino's just not getting this. He's a smart old man, but he's an old man.
So he
I
will
say,
sit.
dude, give him his gift. We can give it now. I like this kid.
Fine. And I reach in the bag of holding. So we got you something.
Something small.
And I put it on and I said, there are 4 beads on this. 3 of them are blessed, and 1 of them is cure wounds.
4 of them are blessed. It's 5 beats.
5 beads, okay, it's 5 beads. We're blessed. 1 is cure wounds.
Well, they thank you guys so much. This is amazing.
It's beyond basic.
This is amazing. I kind of like wipes a tear away. Money was enough. I didn't need. Wow, guys.
We care about you, kid.
Yeah, no, don't go getting drunk in here again. And
During business hours.
Oh.
I assume when I do
Yes,
my own
of
room
course.
is okay.
Your outside hours are your own.
yeah, you get drunk in here if you want to. You want to sleep on the floor,
Just don't bring anyone in here with ill intent, okay?
and you don't go showing her girls or boys that you are dating our offices.
To us.
I won't show any offices. Ill intent. You mean ill intent towards you, or just like ill
Yeah.
intent towards? Okay.
Listen.
I want to see if there's some moral standards for who can come in or not. It's always,
No. We wouldn't be able to come
Live in the gray.
There are shades
Wait,
for everything.
You're in your room, Slyrak.
Or
That's
silver.
right. That's right.
There are shades of gray to everything too.
I've heard 50, but who knows?
I look at Catch and I say, "Oh, really?"
And Topher clocks that too. Doesn't say anything. He will sit down and kind
He's
of open
too
the
young
book.
to be plugging any such thing. Get out of here. He's like 10.
He'll open the book and he'll say, all right, so I do have a few
My
notes for
favorite.
you. All the guilds came back around making new pitches. They have some, like, select jobs, not so much involving in the big pitch, but they still want you. I don't think you need them anymore now, this champions and such. He'll turn the page. We did have 7 people stop by across the last week or so. Just wanting to see about how you joined the Ugai. If there's any recruitment pitches, if you need any help just, in the building, little things like that. Not a lot of potential amongst them, but, if you want to expand, it's there.
For now, you can just let them know that it is a closed group. We are not recruiting nor accepting applications.
Wait. Gotcha.
We will approach them if we feel.
Correct.
Sorry, you're not here.
If you want to stop reading that book, you
All right, I'm
say
just
you
gonna-
come downstairs.
I hear him say no.
I'm just gonna mute myself.
Jerry says, "What about tariffs?"
What about what?
Did he say terror?
What
I'm
did he-
playing.
He said terrorists.
I'm dead. Yo, I'm
Well,
dead.
for the moment, there's a free treaty agreement between the nations, but as things get a little trickier with the building up of arms, I don't think it's going to last very long. But luckily, the Wall City is pretty self-sustained. We have a lot of personal contracts amongst just individuals. For the most part, escalation stays out of the global game. I think it's probably going to affect maybe the main nations more than us, but we should be okay.
Wait. No, guys, let's not pass on. These are 7 people that want to come talk to us. Maybe they have something to offer. You guys don't want to at least speak to them?
No, let's not waste their time nor ours.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
Even
if I-
though they're saying they don't have much.
Well, they didn't have much potential. If I could just pitch something, if you don't feel, if I can just, are there any values or things that you guys promote? So you can't join us, but if you go do some of this around town, maybe it'll catch our eye.
Yes, plant trees.
no.
Plant trees. Okay, plant trees.
Felix,
No, don't listen to him at all.
No,
Why-
We're
why-
not
I-
gonna go over it.
I did
That
get some
could be part of
questions.
it, but that's not the only thing.
I got some questions because there's such a
I say
lovely
in our
garden.
mind, guys, we can bicker in our mind. Let's not bicker in front of the child, okay?
True. I say, Felix, that can be part of it, but we are not fucking taking nature boys just because they're
First
nature
of
boys.
all, they have to be balanced. They can't be full-on psychos, okay? So maybe balance out a little,
Felix plants trees, and he's a psycho.
he's not a psycho.
Slyrak, you can hear this.
Yes, he does.
He definitely can, yeah.
I can hear this.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was in their heads. They switched to the intercom.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we had that.
Speaking of which, Slyrak, are you alright? I sent to him directly. Nothing?
Okay.
No.
He's dead.
No, it's okay. I didn't think about what I was gonna say.
He's dead.
He'll respond.
It was fun. It was fun, guys. Flowers dead.
I do believe I'm okay. Are you all downstairs?
Yes, Topher is giving us
The rundown.
The rundown, thank you. I'm talking to him directly, but yeah.
Oh,
The run, yeah.
Yeah, these are the DMs, so please stay out of them.
He's giving us, the rundown of everything that went on. Apparently, there were some folks interested in joining, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Okay, if
Not
you
to be too surprised. I'm going to try something.
Oh, okay, but I just want to say, if you do feel you are not okay, let us know. We care.
Well,
I care.
if this works, I will be okay. If this doesn't work, I'd be going insane. And I will cast Moment to Think.
Ah.
Hey, this though.
And I will everyone else, I will just appear downstairs with everybody. So I'm going to briefly stop time for everyone except myself. I'll walk downstairs.
And after he says, or I'll go insane, you say, wait, he's just standing there next to you guys.
Oh shit!
And I look at Slaric. I said, "You are more stealthy than I am." Bravo.
It worked.
Catcher smiles because based on the
I said,
conversation.
"Wait, everyone, give Slaric a hand." Ooh, did anyone see this? Give Slaric a hand.
Topher slowly closes his book and says, no, he didn't sneak in.
One, how do you know that?
I can see the stairs. He didn't come down them.
How do you know he wasn't invisible until this moment?
Floor
Now I'm like really,
I'll walk in front of the group.
now I'm super
I'll
clocking.
turn to
Topher.
face the group. I'm looking at all of you. In light of our new pact, I walk down the stairs.
Cather's still staring at Topher though.
Wonderful. I say, Slaric, I don't even know if it's the point of me being sneaky anymore. You can just appear places. Hey, hold on. Get us all the
Vault
vault.
is-
Every vault. Slaric, come on, bring it back.
I'm still learning. It turns
What is
out I can
Topher
do
doing right now? Hold on.
a lot of
Some-
other things.
Topher is listening intently to what Slyrac's saying.
My man then closed the book up. Hold on. I'm gonna when he's done talking, I want to roll insight.
You looking at Topher?
Yeah, I'm staring at Topher
Okay.
hard.
We'll
Hard.
make sure he'll go out this house. You better not open your mouth. You know we got.
And I say to Slyrag, be careful. We are still in mixed company.
Steve,
I told you from the
Unfortunately, I
beginning.
don't know
never
much
trust
more
a filter.
of what I've told you so far. Still figuring it out. So far, it seems to be good.
I'm happy for you. But what? Why is did anyone else clock Topher's reaction?
Are you saying in the mind space?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to roll insight.
Gopher seems very intelligent. I just did something extremely out of character.
He hasn't been around you enough to know what's in character.
Well, wait.
He's seen us like 3 times.
Okay, listen.
For like
We
an
can
hour
be
total.
skeptical of the boy.
Go ahead and roll insight.
He
Okay.
literally
It is-
closed the book.
It is good to have a smart one.
But not only did he close the book, but he was certain that he didn't just come down the stairs using some other means. I'm curious. Listen.
No, I said it's fine to be skeptical.
I just
Costa.
want to know what we don't know
Don't
anything
hurt the
about
child.
that. I'm gonna hurt the child. I just want to know a little bit what's going on here. Oh, well, okay, hold on.
Insight check, please.
Yeah.
I'll roll with her. I'll roll insight if you don't mind. I will check on
If a die lands on top of another die, do I have to re-roll?
Yes, you do. Empty your
That's
dice.
actually wild.
Even better. So, okay, 21.
21 to 17. So what you get, Topher is you specifically, Catherine.
Yeah.
You seem to treat Topher as simply a child. What you're clocking now, and what takes you aback a little bit, is a hyper intelligence in his eye. Wisdom beyond his years is the best way to clock it. He not only is confident that Slyrak did not stealth his way in here, he is very quickly trying to decipher how he did what he just did. And was hanging on to almost every word Slyrak was saying and just filing it away and analyzing it. And just trying to decipher what that means. A bit of like almost reshuffling of how he classifies Slyrak in his mind. You get the impression that This is someone who knows a great deal about a lot and does not always get caught with the look of intelligence in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But this was too important to look away from. That he was not able to pull back that intent.
Mm-hmm.
What am I getting?
With a 17, very sharp kid. From what you've seen from the organization style, the being able to write in thieves' camp, the ability to completely clean out this house and furnish it as well very quickly. Just someone very confident in their craft. He did say he could see the stairs, so you know that kind of makes sense. If you could see the entryway, you would know someone didn't just sneak in. It tracks more as someone who is good at their craft to you.
I say, slut. I say, Topher, what do you want to be when you grow up? Or say someone like Philly's age.
What?
I just want to grow up. It's kind of tough here in escalation. Tomorrow is not always
fuck that. Fuck
a
that.
fact.
Listen.
If
I am
that's
from
what
the Ever Tundra, okay? It is tough out there. You are from inside the walls, okay? I don't want to hear any of that shit. You will grow up. What do you want to be?
Roll persuasion.
Cass is clocking this whole thing.
Persuasion?
I want to see if Bull's bullshitting. Like, what?
Oh, that's
Bull has now caught my attention.
Let me roll I'm going to use knowledge of pass.
Okay. Okay, 15. He says, well, I like to own my own business. I think it'd be great if I could, always just take care of the other kids. As we age up, it'd be more difficult. They're going to go do other things. But if I could just keep them out of trouble, give them a very, respectable job, I think that'd be great. So I guess a boss of some legitimate thing. If this is going to be around for a while, I'd love to, grow with the company. Or the guild, sorry.
You understand, number one rule of that is whatever you see, hear, observe, put together, stays here.
Absolutely, without question. Secrecy is always the top priority of anything I do.
Mm-hmm.
You also understand that if you are to grow with the team, that we need to be able to trust you. I understand that you have your sources and you need to keep your secrets, but you cannot keep secrets that will be harmful to us if you are going to grow with us.
Well,
Otherwise, then fuck us.
No, you guys gave me a job. Most people don't do that. And, I really appreciate that. And, I'm always going to do what I can best deem is in the best interest of the Ugai. You guys want to give me some guardrails? That's fine, and that'd be great. But right now, I'm taking your appointments. Guardrails. If you want to, give me some guidelines to stay in. But for now, I assume it would just be like watching the door, make sure no one comes in when you're gone, taking appointments. This Craghammer paper thing. And what else you need me to do? But it's.
You seem quite intelligent. I think why don't you brainstorm a bit?
Wait, I have something for him. I say in our heads. I say, yes, I have something for you. Find out important historical sites in this city, inside this wall city, that maybe people don't know exactly why they are important, or it may not be exactly obvious for what reasons.
Oh, so forgotten history. Okay.
That's just nodding along. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that shouldn't be too hard. Give me, do you got a time limit on that? Do you need it immediately? You got a 10-day or so? What do you think?
How much do we have left? Like 10 days or 14 days or something?
You have.
That's where you said like 15 or something the other day.
Go into the calendar. 18 days.
Okay.
You can have a 10, but do a damn good job, Topher. I want no stone left unturned.
All right. He takes out a different book and begins writing down. So you want historical landmarks and locations, mainly looking for things that have been forgotten. People forgot why it was important. Just kind of a general sense of importance.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. Okay. Do I have a budget? You got some bribe money that usually helps these things go faster?
Sure. But
How
what
much
will you
money do
need
we
for
have
something like
down
this?
for all this?
Multiple things said.
I said, what do you need for something like this? Topher?
Well, it's really up to you. The
I told you to run wild.
I understand that, but you're gonna have to give me a budget because the money changes who I can talk to, how many people I can talk to, grease certain wheels, get in certain rooms, unlock certain doors.
So, if I
Yes.
told you that this was extremely important to us, and it did not matter how much you need to spend, how much would you need to spend?
He thinks and says, "Can I just write you an invoice when I'm done?"
Fuck out of here, Topher.
I don't
Respect.
know. I respectfully, historical sites aren't something I've looked into before, so I'm not quite sure what circles I'll need to cross. So
How
until
about 100 gold, and you come back to us if you need more?
perfect? Make a note, close that book, put it away. Take that
But
off.
make sure you come back to us. This is extremely important. So the budget can expand.
I'm gonna come back. This is an investment for me.
While you're gone, is there someone else who can watch the house?
Well,
Do you have a trip
I'm
with
not
a
going to be gone. I'm going to.
Oh,
I'll still be able to do my job. I'll do most of my searching in when the office is closed. He'll take back out the first book and he'll say, "I'm sorry, Mr. Slider. I kind of cut you off. You were doing a thing. I didn't mean to be rude."
Cleric was kind of facing out, like snaps back. Sorry. Actually, I had an idea, and Cleric runs back upstairs.
Oh, there he goes.
I give him. I reach in my pocket and give him. I'm sorry. How much is it a month for comfortable life? Is it 2 GP a month or a day? 2 gold a month
I
or a
want to
day?
say that's probably a day. Let me double check.
Yeah. That's the highest standard too.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Per day.
2 down from aristocratic gold.
But I mean, he does live here. There is food that is replenished and stuff.
I give him 10 gold, and I say for overtime.
Oh, thank you. And he'll put it in a coin purse that he ties very tightly to his pants there. And before Slyrak comes back down, he says, "I do have the crag hammer information. I was waiting till Mr. Slyrak comes back down to share."
They say Mr. Slyrick.
No.
Oh,
Tyrak's not coming back downstairs. He went right back to the book. Felt like he was reading it this morning. It was easier. Like he'd already done it before. And he thinks that might have been what helped him to figure out this new thing. So he is back in the book.
What? What? Let's say
I
we
love
wait
the-
10 minutes and we're Slyrak. I say in the group chat.
he's taking a shit.
Are you going to return?
Are you taking a shit?
Topher has more to tell us.
He's sharing me.
No, I think I found a way to figure out more about what's happening to me.
Are you shedding? You
Okay,
can tell us if you're
we'll
shedding.
let you know what all. Okay. and I just say, Topher, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Slavic, how many hours do you have left in the book?
This morning, I think I'm. It's gotta be 48, right?
What's the total?
So 36.
36. All right, we'll cut that in half as you do feel like you've read this before.
Okay.
Oh, how interesting.
So, Topher says, right, so the Craghammer earmark, as it were, today, I just have some notes so I don't have it verbatim. The biggest, most important thing from the newspaper was that King Eversharp officially canceled his plans to leave Craghammer. There's some fluff about using his global clout and being an impressive king or whatever to move the meeting of world leaders to Craghammer itself. So everyone will be coming there instead of him having to go wherever it was going to be. That meeting is set for the 5th of this month.
Interesting.
That was the big, what seemed important. I'm not sure what you guys are looking for, and it's a pretty big paper. But that was the thing that my sources told me was important.
Okay. Keep going. Is that all?
Well,
That was,
top,
I mean,
top three
yep.
things.
Top 3? Well, I only... He's like flipped through some... It's like, 1 second, he'll run back out to his front room and come back with some papers. I thought that was something... He'll go through it.
You don't know what we're looking for.
I don't know what you're looking for. He'll say, there's some stress between Craghammer and Faust. Apparently, some missing persons thing didn't work out well. He'll flip through some more papers and says, there was a service for all the people who died in some terrorist attack at the stadium.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Interesting.
Family responsible has kind of fallen out of favor. They were well known, but probably a generation or two before they get back to where they were.
Damn. Well done.
Outside of that, I do have some not in the paper reports, but the only thing about that is some of the seedier parts of Craghammer are starting to get a little more active. But I'm not well versed in Craghammer Underworld, so I'm not exactly sure what that means.
I'm assuming that. Okay. Okay.
They're trying to get sturdy.
Okay.
Couldn't say. And he puts the papers away and closes his book. And that's kind of what I have. I'll keep looking for more information on Craghammer. Is there anything specific I should be looking for in these papers?
No, you can another week or so.
I don't think we need anything else on Craghammer right now, right? We do?
I mean, I can just keep an eye on globally important, anything that affects not Craghammer happens. You want to know that?
How about this? Tell us any news that comes out about the fighting pits. What is that, level 2?
Disc 2, yeah.
Yeah, Disc 2. Tell us anything about the fighting pits on Disc 2.
Not a problem.
Ones we are Disc champions in. I'd love to hear anything that goes on about that.
Oh, there was a bit about they postponed the ceremony because they couldn't find the Ugai.
You didn't think that was what you bring to us.
Anything referencing us explicitly is definitely important.
I assumed if you cared about the ceremony, you'd be there.
Which ceremony was this?
Well, we kind of now have disrespected the king.
Wait, which ceremony?
Being champions.
For this
The
chance,
stadium or whatever.
I thought they said I thought we did that, and it was
no, he said he was gonna do a bigger
That's
thing,
so
but the
great.
queen came and kind of ruffled things and messed it up. But so you guys didn't. It was delayed. It just
Stood
it
up the
hasn't
king.
happened yet. You didn't miss it. It just hasn't happened yet. From what I, it just it wasn't even on the front page. It was buried in the newspaper, so it's not super important.
Good. Keep an eye on those fighting pits. Anything about them, anything about us.
Also,
No problems.
keep loose track of any natural disasters. Things seem to be ramping up in any way.
Like
one way or
collapsed mines.
Sure.
another. Are there collapsed mines?
Well, it's a mining nation. Yeah, that happens.
I don't mean it just in Craighammer.
Oh, around the world.
Correct.
Oh, okay. That's a bigger net. Not a problem. I'll figure that out.
I mean, if you notice
Any
anything,
environmental protests.
And I went to protest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh,
Well, there have been a few of those since the big wildfire a few 10-day back. You know, they're not too crazy. They're pretty well maintained. They stay in the area they got their permits for. Not a big crowd. Some Veridis locals making their way here. They kind of, like I mentioned yesterday, they blame us for it, but you know, there's no evidence or anything. But you know, just some young people. You know, young people. I see the joke. Older than me, younger than you. Just I guess trying to be, you know, activists.
Interesting.
If you notice anyone that's trying to be an activist, but they're going overboard, maybe a little radical, please alert us to that immediately as well.
And I say in my head, Philly, what are you going to do about this?
Try to take over the world.
Yeah, no, okay. I'll keep an eye out for radical environmentalists. Sure.
Philly, we are not going to intervene in everything that goes on in the world. There are plenty of these people.
listen. Let's see.
I mean,
Thank you.
I'm not going to pretend that I do not care about people. I do care. I'm just saying we cannot intervene in every time someone.
No, but depending where these people are, it might give us some ideas of a bigger plot.
I will keep my mind open. Maybe you two are onto something I have not yet onto.
Maybe you're metagaming. Listen up, okay? Here, buddy old pal.
Metagaming?
What?
I want metagaming. It's like you metagaming, Philly. I'm not metagaming.
All right. Let's not use the M word here. Okay, we're all friends.
No, I'm not like offended by it. I'm just like, that really confused me. Yeah. All right, keep going.
Topher gets up and says, "I see you guys are doing the other communication thing. That's fine. I'm gonna go and hop on this information."
I'll say you fucker, okay? You fucker.
Oh. Well,
We understand
To
you are.
Topher?
Yes. I understand you're a smart fucking kid. All right. Whatever you're clocking, you let us know. I like this. This helps you move up in the guild.
Yeah, no, okay. Just a little bit about me. I don't like being cursed at, so if you could not do that, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
You like cursing's fine, like fuck shit, whatever. Just don't like in that direction towards me.
Yes. I understand.
How old are you, Topher?
Whatever.
Old enough, and then he starts heading out.
hell
Oh,
no.
what?
Frito says, "Oh hell."
Clock
when
it
he
in.
says that.
He walks and closes doors behind him.
Old enough.
That
That
was
shit's
rude as
hilarious.
fuck.
You've asked him that before, and that was his same answer.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh no.
And this is a human kid?
Yes.
Reads about young teen.
Oh, okay.
And how do you fight? Are you do you use
Oh,
magic?
gone.
He walked out the room.
Right
He walked out the room. He walked out the
Close
room.
the door at our faces.
I smacked the shit out of Philly. No, I'm playing around.
Oh, whoa.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Okay. So, last things before we close out.
I rubbed Philly's beard.
Don't be weird.
He's being weird.
Now, I say, that is a smart fucking kid.
Extremely intelligent and tries to hide it.
And very good to keep on our side.
Do we even have him on our side? Is the question.
I think
Dun, dun.
loyalty comes from giving someone an opportunity.
If we
that
make him a new
people
guy,
otherwise have never.
well, he could kill us all, but he'd kill himself too.
He gonna kill us all. That
If he
little
lied
pipsqueak.
to us.
No. Oh, I see what you're saying. If we let him into the group chat, we will never let this kid into the group chat. But he can be Ugai too. Ugai Point.
Uga adjacent.
Yes. I like him. He should definitely be in our employ. And I think he has a future. We should definitely grow his skill sets. I like to see young ones wanting to. I used to mentor, did you know? And then I got them all killed.
Does Fino launch into his backstory?
No, he does not. He kind of just looks like he's like staring out now. Like damn, that happened. Like when he said I used to mentor, he didn't like expect to he did like you see that he started thinking, and he says, and then I got them all killed, and like now he's just staring off.
He's like, whoops, tripped over trauma.
Would you like to tell us or do
you want to know?
If you'd like to share.
Why I'm searching for a sword.
And now he launches into his backstory over breakfast.
Okay. I have to find a sword to kill a patron, a god, something powerful. Back in my yesteryear, I used to be a pretty esteemed blood hunter, and I had my pack, and we were very good at what we did. But I got a little bit overzealous, trying to rid the world of evil. I know it sounds stupid and foolish. I have learned wisdom in my later years, but in that foolishness and what is the word? Begins with an A.
Ambition?
Ambition, yes. In my foolish ambition, I took a pact to become a warlock with something. Not exactly sure what it was or who it was. And they told me they would give me a sword that I could, if charged up by my pact, I could end. This is my foolishness. I could end evil in the world. Get rid of it all. I was a very good person. And what eventually happened was we need to do a ceremony and have all of my pack put a little bit of their blood on the sword, like a power up. And after the last person put their blood on the sword, they all vanished. They died there in the spot. In my anger, I struck back against this thing, evil thing, and it killed me. And someone saved they didn't save my life, but they brought me back. They gave me a deal. If I were to kill one they called Strahd, then they would take care of my enemy. But in order to kill Strahd or my enemy, either one, and I'm not even sure I will go after Strahd. I don't know if that's important. I need this sword. It is called the Soul Reaper. And the same thing that took my people from me, I will free their souls from it. And I will strike down this thing that's taken everything.
But you don't know who it was.
Bits of it are coming back. All I know is that my pack's souls are trapped in this blade, and I must free them. And I will give everything that I have for it.
That blade has your friend's soul in it?
Not one friend's soul.
Your friends with an S, plural.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and I presume others, too.
Is that why you're able to make it flame on?
No, not this.
It is not this blade.
Okay.
Blade is a mere toy.
What is that?
I shouldn't have awakened and baked.
Awaken. Oh god. Oh my god.
You're fucking high.
Hey, Chris, are you awake?
He missed it. That's hard.
I
So
don't
nope.
think he is. All right.
So now you know.
Did you say that out loud, or did you say that in our heads?
It gotta be.
Well,
in our head.
Further
in our heads.
Okay.
Not anybody.
Any
this shit.
sensitive information needs to be.
Yeah, in our head. And plus, if Slyric's not there, he definitely said it in our heads because he definitely wants Slyric to hear, not have to repeat this shit.
Slyric's reading, and all of a sudden he hears. Once upon a
Well,
time.
no,
Boy drop, right?
He's extremely interested now because he's in some issues right now with his patron. He's talking about telling patrons, having access to patrons. It's all just information.
So now you know a little bit about me.
Sorry that happened to you.
As far as I'm concerned, this is everything to know about me. Because I will do this until my death. And I'm sure to give my life for this cause. I do not care about anything else. I mean, you are my friends. I will not risk you and hurt you in the same way I've hurt my other friends, but outside of that, I'm willing to do that.
So since you've used that blade, have people been put into that? People's soul been put into the sword?
I have never used the blade outside of putting my pet's soul into the sword.
He's
Souls
looking
into the
for.
sword.
He's looking for the blade.
I'm looking for the blade.
Okay.
I know that someone with a scar across their face and into their head has it right now.
Brian, have I heard of such a sword in my
Give me a history check.
Indiana's?
No advantage though.
No. I didn't. No. I didn't say advantage. I said in my Indiana Jones.
Oh,
14.
14.
Do we know how long ago this was? If you don't tell us that.
I did. You can have.
Who else?
How long
How long
ago?
ago was
How long ago was this, Dan? I think he would have started on his journey right after he healed up enough.
Yeah, absolutely would have been shot out of a cannon, but as far as rate of success, I think that's low. I mean, you have to go from, super awesome Dudley Do-Right to well enough reputation in the underworld to be recruited by Valkyries to begin with.
Right.
So, roll a d10 for me.
A D10. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I don't roll too many of those. Sorry, give me a second. D10. All right.
6 years ago.
This was approximately 6 years. 2,437 10 day.
You can roll with advantage on your history check with the more information there, Castro. You can roll again.
Okay.
I'm giving them fucking down to the fucking second if I can remember. Phoenix burned into his memory.
Ooh,
You little natural one.
natty one.
You have not come across anything like this. You have heard of some powerful swords. You've heard of some, artifacts and ancient weapons, but nothing that traps souls. That would ring a bell if you had come across that before.
Yeah. Okay.
Jerry looks like it seems kind of like he may have heard something about that before, but when he thinks about it, he can't pull it down.
And what spell is needed to restore memories and stuff?
You guys have had your memories restored.
Huh?
You guys have had your memories restored. You mean as far as trying to remember something from the past, or something trying to regain memory that was taken?
Taken.
Taken?
Or whatever Fino was saying. I mean, I don't know. He's saying it's coming back to him. I don't know if it was taken or if it was just because he died. I don't know.
Yeah, shit bastard.
Yeah, death That's trauma. That's not magic.
Yeah, okay.
The spell for that would be therapy.
The spell for that will be therapy.
Yeah, or trauma triggers from things that remind you of the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, Fino's fucked. Like, he got his shit bashed in. Trying to kill this thing. And it wasn't a count.
Well, that's the thing. What is this thing? That's the thing, but you don't know because you got the shit.
It's a warlock patron, at least. It's something powerful enough to give others power.
Yeah, I got you.
But it played a trick on him.
But you got no description whatsoever.
No.
Cool.
Does not have that in the headspace. Do you want to take a moment and try to think about it?
Sure.
Take a
So
second.
I haven't given much thought to it. I've been kind of going full go the entire time.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Can catch an assistant anyway? Like, in the hands ability will help this, right?
What about knowledge of past self? Can that assist in that?
Oh, absolutely, Nigel pass self.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, I was sad. It sounds like what it was written for.
I was about to
Right,
say,
right,
that
right,
sounds
right,
like
right,
exactly the thing.
I like this is not knowledge of my
Yeah, so because this does feel very... It's not a thing that will give you advantage on knowledge of past self. Because it is very much like why it exists, I think.
Okay, so I can roll another one, you saying?
Yes. Yeah, we'll take the higher. Oh.
Come on. Are you fucking
What'd you get? What'd you
kidding me?
get? No.
Two again.
No. All right.
How is
Brian,
that
give him one
possible?
more, man. Give him one more. Give him one more.
Nope.
Give him
It's
one
a
more.
dice. That's what I roll.
Hey,
That's what I roll.
Listen, man.
That's the story. The dice say no. The DC was 18.
Oh.
Are you 18?
Yeah.
Shit, can I do it?
What? You got 17? Yo,
The
please.
DC was
God,
18.
no, I'm guiding him. I'm guiding him on his passive recollection. Now you get a D4.
I don't know. Does that work?
Technically, because they were, as a group, they were asking you to think on it. I think that would be okay.
Okay. Oh, because I was going to just chalk. Another. What the fuck is
So
this
not
two
be
shit?
left chalk.
Two,
You rolled three twos in a row.
He did. He did.
But I got
But
19.
Sort of
but
guy, if you don't
put
go
him
play the
over
lottery with the number
4.
2,
Right.
22 twos.
So,
Me say
as
that.
you sit and think on this, and as your mind
It was one curse.
as your mind walks back through these events, and you get to the death, and that's just blank around it, and you kind of push a little further back, push to when you felt that pull for power, when you felt like you need a little bit more to really make a difference, and you recall seeing. Give me 1 second so I can grab this description.
So excited.
It's interesting to me. I'm like, huh. I was okay not knowing it. But,
No,
it's fun to know, but I was okay not knowing.
not by 1 point. No fucking way.
Yeah, that was annoying. That was annoying. When he told me the DC, I was like, oh, fuck this shit. 18, this is bullshit. He them like, it was 22. I'm like, all right, I was far
It's
off.
the dice telling you need your friends.
Fino doesn't need friends.
So you don't quite recall the deity creature that gave you the power,
Mhm.
but you recall the middleman, as it were, the person who came up to you in a bar one day, and who could see your struggle and who heard your tale, and suggested there might be other means to get an advantage, who whispered in your ear that evil grows stronger every day, and the only way to beat it is to get ahead of it. That there were sacrifices that need to be made to make the world better. The appearance is hard to pull down. It was a very common looking man, humanoid. Well, human.
Been a
To be
manservant.
maybe in his mid-30s.
was manservant.
The thing that really pops to you is he had one blue eye and one green eye.
It was that
And
thing.
his teeth. He didn't
Yo, it was
smile
him?
often, but his teeth were filed to points in his mouth.
Oh, this fucker! I said that. Oh, this fucker!
That is the person who convinced you
Oh,
to start
Why
looking
is this
for.
man?
Convinced you to start looking for this person who give you this power.
This dude made me.
Oh shoot!
The main thing you recall, which had been locked away behind trauma,
Oh,
is that
shoot.
he pointed you to Draconia.
So funny.
He pointed at him where?
To Draconia.
Draconia? Draconia? Oh please. Yo. I'm done. I quit this whole thing.
That's what you remember, and that's where we'll end the session. Roll
Yo.
credits.
Wow. It was sulfur.
Yo.
Fuck Baez.
Yo.
Fuck Baez.
So Manny, Baez in the previous campaign had someone who
Yo. I
worked
swear we
under
just
him.
spoke about him.
The gentleman had one blue eye and one green eye, but looked different every time they saw him.
With them damn teeth. That's what I remember. The
With
teeth in the eye.
sharp teeth.
Oh shit.
But that was, 29 years ago, so who knows who this guy's working for now. Well, I guess 6 years on that.
35.
Wait a fucking minute. Did
So
my
this would have
sister?
been...
No,
Huh?
she didn't. No.
Yeah, she went. She was very...
But we brought her back.
Not immediately. She touched down.
Oh yeah, this is 6 years ago. This would have been like 6 years ago.
It would have been 6 years ago when... Well, 6 years ago you were reborn or brought back to life. So you do have some time before you died.
Oh, how interesting.
But
Oh, this is something.
yeah, great session, guys. A lot of interesting things happened
A
there.
lot of moving
Oof.
parts.
A lot of moving
plot
parts. My
fucking
goodness.
That's interesting. This is fun. This is fun. I go to explore my roots.
Absolutely thickens.
I explore my roots.
The plot that you explore your roots. You got people hearing voices. You got some confessions of mystical powers that they don't quite understand. And we got a new warlock patron on the board. While we hear tell of hunting down another one.
I'm so curious what happened with Slyric. Like,
Yeah,
that
bro.
was intense.
Because you can remake a ring or a marble or
Correct.
something.
Your,
I just said a
your,
ring.
yes, your genie lamp can break and you can reforge
Yeah.
it. That wasn't this.
But you need the genie behind you to remake it.
So did you say something to him on the side like, Manny, how'd you know that you lost your genie?
So I found.
Don't tell him who your patron is.
No, I don't need to know who's patron.
No.
I just need to know
Hey,
how he know he lost his genie.
Subclass that just like I read it. Yeah, I was just like, wow, this is Flyrack. So I told Brian about it, and we just kind of had a conversation like, what if?
Okay.
And we both thought that it was cool, but not 100% necessary. So we were just like, you know what? We'll just we'll set the odds like really low, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't,
I
whatever.
rolled a 2.
Oh, that's why when you wrote that 19, it happened the way you wanted it to happen.
What wanted to is, that's a question mark, but
Okay.
I was okay with it happening, but I also was having a lot of fun with
Your current build or previous
too,
build.
so
Oh no, yeah, I
it
love the
happened,
genie.
I would
That
also
was
have been okay.
Yeah, the genie. I chose the genie because that was fucking cool to me. I love Genie.
Wait,
Bro.
who was your patron previously?
It was a Genie, a
I
Win
know,
Genie,
no. But
an Air
wait,
Genie.
Brian said tell us who, so I'm curious who the.
I think you said don't tell him.
Wait, whose patron are you asking about?
Who did you tell to tell us who?
No, I
who was-
said don't. I said told Manny not to tell who his current,
Oh, not to. Oh,
who his
I misheard.
new one is.
Oh, I misheard.
Yeah, he hasn't quite figured it out yet.
Yo, it better not be Stride. Yo, fuck you, Brian.
Yo,
if
that
it's
would
Stride.
be fucking hilarious.
Fuck you, Brian. If it's Stride. No
That would
way.
be
This is
so
funny, Manny, because Saeed, Midas' first patron was Strahd, and he decided to break that patronage
Yes.
to go to a genie,
Yep.
Oh shit!
and that
Yep.
had some
Also, he's
fallout.
trying to gotta kill Strahd, so if Strahd is now his new
Yeah,
Wishing
Fino has
Well,
to kill
that's
Stride.
even more hilarious. And given the story, like, if he finds out and he's like, "Wait, didn't I heard this name recently?"
No, what's it called? Sorry, I'm like, yo,
Kill
Stride. I
us.
just want to let you know my homie trying to kill you, dog.
I've already agreed to help Fino.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
which would
Mhm.
listen conflicts.
Look. I mean, look. Brian likes to throw shit at us to make us like make tough choices.
I mean, he could.
While,
I mean,
while
but
I love tough choices, I will say it's not Strahd. That's silly.
Yeah, I got.
okay,
There's no way to
okay.
get.
I
this-
didn't think it
There's
was.
no way to get
but
to
I'm thinking-
Strahd.
I thought it could've
To
been-
me, it was like a 2% chance. But I'm like, Brian likes to throw tough choices at us.
That'd be a little much. I don't want to split the
That'd be
party on
funny.
that level.
Mhm.
But
Nah,
I'm
yeah.
super excited about how this all plays out. As you all know, breaking pacts with warlocks doesn't always end peacefully.
No, bro. Look, we got it. Yo, I'm telling you, we gotta kill your Genie, dog.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna come for us at some point.
'Cause-
Especially since he like literally came and helped us at one point.
Yeah,
like,
he
in
did. He
physical
showed
form.
up in person.
Old Slyrack though, that's interesting. 'Cause this is the second time old Slyrack has shown up to do something, right? It happened when Harry was there, right? Then he
No.
pull the staff of ages.
That was old Jerry.
Old Jerry, okay.
Yeah.
Old
You
Jerry
like
showed
doing
up.
this shit, huh? You like pulling this time jump on us.
Wait, what happened?
Old Jerry popped out when we killed Harry.
Because Harry had a death curse.
Now
And-
old Slyrack jumped out when this happened.
Wait, what happened? Old Harry? I mean,
So-
old Jerry.
When doing the death blow to Harry,
Oh, old Jerry came out.
Old
to
Jerry
speak
came, stopped
one.
young Jerry, and did the death blow, so he'd take the death curse. Old Jerry.
Right, I forgot about that. Oh my goodness.
He had the staff of ages with him.
Do we still have the staff, or was it destroyed?
It was a different staff of ages. You still have yours.
It's
We have our
timeline,
staff of ages.
timeline things. How interesting.
No, this shit is a tangle web. I love this shit. It's so interesting.
Right.
Hey, we gotta go to Draconia, guys.
What'd you say, Craig?
How do you like having a continuation from a previous campaign?
With the same situation, it's hilarious.
No, not the same. Being able to carry the lore from those previous campaigns.
I love it. I feel a little bad that Manny keeps being, the lore person out. But it is cool having
good.
all the stuff come across.
Listen, man, just
I'm
look
trying to limit
look
how
at your
much comes
episode.
across, but the webs keep entangling.
Yo, man, look, if you want to know what's going on, if you want to be in, we can just tell you. You just ask us. How is this related? We'll
think
tell you.
It kind of plays into Cyrax's shelteredness.
It works great because again, he was cut from the world. He didn't have any of this outside knowledge. So even if your character's new, he still wouldn't.
I will say though, based on he said something about now they know I'm gone. He needs to be the one with the amulet of non-detection.
Oh.
I mean,
If you, if you want to,
I forgot about that. My man's like, they now know I'm gone. Like, hold on,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
all Slyrack has to do is tell Fino, I need that.
And you know what's
Yeah,
great
we-
about that, Manny? I completely forgot about that in this whole reworking of your situation. I was only thinking from the genie side. I forgot about her. Ew,
I don't know.
boy.
I don't know if he
Yeah.
said it, or I could hear it.
Definitely gonna
or-
be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta just tell
We
Fino.
need to revisit that.
Hey Manny, remember that time you had a giant archer hunt us down throughout the campaign?
Oh shit! No, I don't want revenge from other campaigns. No,
He
thank
only
you.
killed the whole party one time.
He had
Oh,
50-foot Robin Hood just hawk us down multiple times.
Listen. Look,
Like,
just like real life.
putting arrows into arrows.
Oh
He
shit!
sent the whole party to the
There
shadow.
comes a time
the first
we
time
have to
they
stay in
met.
the fight.
Yeah, he killed all of us. He legitimately killed all of us.
I didn't hear. Sorry, what'd you say, Manny? Say he was saying something.
He sent the entire party to the Shadowfell the first time they met.
Oh, come now.
Yeah, he killed us all.
Why are you bringing such? I don't want it.
Nah, I don't.
I don't want it.
You're not gonna run into an archer. Don't worry about that.
No, I don't want any equivalents of any kind.
It's kind of like he broke 2 packs.
Oh fuck.
That's so great.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's so.
When did this even happen? I'm so curious how the hell this happened. Like,
Oh,
when he found
it
out.
makes it so. It's such the perfect time for it to happen. Even though it was complete nonsense roll, and I didn't think it would happen for months. That was the
Right.
perfect time for it to happen.
Immediately.
It's so great. It
After-
coinciding with Catcher like blanking out and that stuff is perfect.
oh. Wow, fucking wow.
It just works great. Like that moment, like what happened with Catcher in Philly, just plays perfectly to him breaking his back.
Insane, man. Insane.
Yo, Fino thought Slyrack was a fucking child for having shit thrown about all over his fucking
That's
market.
so annoying.
It wasn't scattered.
Yes. And then Slyrack from you didn't see it, it was beautiful. Then Fino's like, "Are you fucking serious? Did you decorate your place with this shit? Are you fucking
Absolutely.
this shit a museum to you?"
It's just stuff. You're like, it's not sacred artifacts.
No, but
His
No, but he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
His
Like it's not
lifelong
your personal fucking
occupation
stash.
has been the curator of a closet/museum.
Yeah. Well, his entire life has been put magical things where they belong. Make
No,
things
it's
easily
interesting.
findable.
It's interesting because from a standpoint of I can understand why you have it's almost like this is kind of an armory. You go into the ring, you pull stuff off the walls. Yeah. But Fino's thinking more so like you had this shit like a museum, like you just fucking
Hide on
like
the
you
floor.
hung sway, like oh look at this, I'm chilling in here, looking at all my shit together. So he's like, "Are you fucking serious?"
And you guys have never been in it either, which makes it also
No.
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yo,
And I
man,
was gonna come next level.
That's so
You
great.
gave that
That's so
shit up?
great.
for a different genie, huh? I mean, a different patron style. Huh? Like, that's so interesting. So I was I'll say this: I was a soul sorcerer, a divine soul sorcerer, and then I went with the pact of the genie, or the genie warlock. That was a pretty cool mix for me. Going into that ring and then having like all my healing and stuff like that, I pretty much got access to the cleric spell list.
Mhm.
So it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that genie ring was so valuable because like I always thought of like we didn't really use it this way, but like we had like ideas and plans to like, hey, we could do stuff like, hey, sit this marble in a corner somewhere, right? And if we want to spy on people since you can hear inside the marble, like we could sit inside of a room and then leave the room.
Well, you
Right.
guys like you trapped a
Yeah.
werebear in it one time, and
We trapped the
used-
werebear.
trapped the werebear in it, and then
Nice.
left it for an army to destroy the ring and then kill the werebear. You guys used it to transport yourselves at one time. I forgot why, but you got this very elaborate bag of
Oh yeah,
holding
we
ring
went
thing.
Vezric to fight Vezric, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, something to sneak into a ship or something. You guys have a very
Yeah.
elaborate, box in a box situation going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It was pretty
it was
cool.
cool. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it was like turn them into turtles.
That's
Put
no
them in a bag
more.
of, grab the bag of holding, put it into ring, pull them out the bag of holding.
It was such a nonsensical thing. But yeah, Marble's gone. The ability to just poof yourself back into your closet prison gone. The genie who was helping you from that closet prison, gone.
The
Why you-
most,
Why is the
I think the
closet
most
person
hurtful
mad at me?
though.
Well-
Well, I'm technically still like a slave there.
Don't you want to be free? Fuck that person.
Yes, but he's
I want to be free.
fearful of what happens if he leaves.
It
Gotcha.
was get strong enough to break that bondage.
Mhm.
That
Gotcha.
way you don't
Yeah.
have to worry about looking over your shoulder.
Oh yeah. So we got to kill that one too.
You guys just got a list of powerful people you got to take down, apparently. And you know, in Armageddon, the stop,
Mhm.
some artifacts.
I will
to
say
steal.
though, I have
Not,
fucking
not who has some.
21 spells
You
now.
21.
Yes. Let's go, Slime Rack.
But still 2 spell slots.
But I have
Excited.
2 spell slots.
That's crazy. So you got to choose your 2 spells every day, or what? Every short rest?
Every level.
Every level?
Okay. So you have to, but how many times can you cast?
2 times for short rest.
I mean, you get to know what 9 of them. You get to know a bunch.
No. So
But no,
what I'm
like,
saying
I
is,
know 21 spells. Like I have 21 spells prepared.
yeah.
Okay.
But you. So you cast 2 times, right? Per short rest, and then you don't have any more spells. Those times you have to fight hand to hand.
He's a warlock. You were a warlock for a long time. Oh,
No,
you
but I was
started.
a war-
You started magic
I was
first. That's
forced
right.
to it. And then,
That's
yeah,
right,
so I
that's
don't
right.
really
And
know
then-
true warlock. I
Yes,
didn't
you never
choose
had to
warlock.
live the 2 spell. Yeah, 2 spell slots
Yeah,
is what you get for
fuck.
short rest. It's 2-point short rest. That's why you
I
build
traded-
a melee class.
I traded my 4 points of under damage
Mhm.
from the genie patron, but
Yeah.
because I had to make this class in the 2024 warlock, my
Mhm.
packed weapon is now
A dick.
all charisma based.
Which does bring me to the point. He had to make a 2024 character because the subclass he wanted was only available there. If you all
Okay.
would like to switch to 2024 versions of your character, you can. But
I ain't
I
about to
checked.
do
None of your subclasses are in 2024. So
Oh, yeah. I'm not
Inquisitor's
about to do
not there. The
Inquisitor's not in 2024? That's
No.
the best rogue.
No,
the Circle of the Forest isn't there. Circle of Fire is not there.
Yo, Inquisitor is the best rogue.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
they
be
don't- they
any
don't
other
have-
rogue.
Why did they take him out?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think they like split some things and put it different places.
That's
Kind of
Wizards of-
reorganize
they
how
shrank
it
things
works.
down that way they can re-release them for more money all over again. Like
Most likely.
Because Wizards of the Coast sucks. That's why.